Good to be here. I just flew in this morning. My arms are tired, but Oomba. Who says that? That's ridiculous. You guys having a good time? Come on now. Are you learning? Have you been touched by an angel? It's a great show. I don't know what it means. Well, we're gonna talk to some great people. We got a great gang of folks just directly behind me, and we're gonna get to know them a little bit more. Would you like to get to know them a little bit more with me this afternoon? My first guest is none other than the great Taya. Taya, come on up, Taya. Come on, give her a hand, a great, it's Taya.
Hi.
You look wonderful today.
I've had a lot of work done. Makeup, not any other kind of work. Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying. Now, how do you pronounce your last name?
Yes. If you're Australian, it's Gaukrodger. But it is part German, part French.
Interesting.
Great combination. And if you were in those regions, you would say Gaukrodger.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. But we're in Australia, so it's Gaukrodger, y'all.
Can you say the French one again, though? It's just so smooth.
Yes. It does have the German part at the front, though, so it's Gaukrodger.
Ooh, Gaukrodger. It sounds like a chocolate from Switzerland. How sweet it is. Now, you've been married for how long?
March 23rd, so that would be April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's like November? 8 months. Almost 8 months. Oh. Woo. Making it.
Marriage.
It's the best.
It's, as Charles Dickens says, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. That's ridiculous. Have you thrown anything at your husband yet? You don't need to answer that, Taya.
I don't think so, other than maybe like a sock when he missed the washing bus. I was like, bad shot. Second shot. Yeah.
Yep. My wife throws things. She throws pillows, she throws food. I throw pity parties that she's not invited to. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about singing before you started to sing for church. Mm-hmm. You're one of my favorite vocalists ever. You can sing, girl. You can sang, as we say in the Southwest. Tell me a bit about music and singing, and how'd you stumble into it? How'd you get into it? Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So apparently I was about 3 years old, and I ran around the house, and my mom just said, you were just singing and you were making up your own songs, and you always had like this little song in your heart that you were just, letting come out. And then she said, and you've never shut up since. So I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. And then I feel like I always knew that I wanted to sing. I didn't know that it would be within context of like ministry, because I don't know, I'm from the country, and it's just not something that like, oh, I'm gonna like study for that for whatever reason. And so I knew I'd always serve in church, and I knew that I didn't want to be that person who would be sitting passively but actively involved, but didn't think it would be the main thing until, you're going through high school, and there's significant moments where I had actually, not to go too heavy, like just a crazy year 12, like my friends had a car accident. It was insane. Like 1 survived out of 5, and it was so full on. And so at that time I was actually ready just to run away. And I was like, I'm going to go to LA. I'm going to be a recording artist, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make marks to get into uni. And my parents were pushing for that because they were from a background where they didn't really get an opportunity to go to uni. So they're like, we're giving you every opportunity. What's happening? Why can't you move through this? And, and it was like a young person trying to deal with grief. And so anyway, I had a friend that said, hey, if you don't sing, a little part within inside of you is going to die. And that it hit me so hard, because I was like, I know, but I don't understand what it could be or anything. And so then fast forward to coming to Sydney, and the only reason I came was because I told my parents, yeah, I'm going to go to Sydney to pursue singing. Like, how? I don't know. I don't have the drive to, like, you know, like, push myself or promote myself as, like, I'm this person, I'm this artist, and, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I just moved to Sydney, did retail. Like, it was coming up to, like, the 8th year of retail, and I was coming along to Hillsong Church, and there was just a significant moment of, like, hey, someone said, you need to plant yourself in church. And I knew that, and it was only, like, a couple of months since I'd been living there, but they said, you need to plant yourself, whether it's this church or another church, it doesn't matter. You plant yourself in the house of God, you get behind the vision of the senior pastor, and you're going to watch your dreams are going to be realized on the side. And so I was like, cool, I'm planted at the city campus, and shout out. And it's crazy, I couldn't serve within the creative team, I couldn't make the team night, so then I had to go and basically be a youth leader, and it was the best thing ever. And, you know, fast forward crazy moments, and got to sing on a United album, and that was ridiculous, and God's kindness, and then here we are today.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Taya.
Thank you.
Taya.